The hidden foundation beneath the diamond path. Every great temple rests on its foundation stones. Without them, the most beautiful structure would collapse. In Vajrayana, the dazzling rituals, the colorful mandalas, the profound deity yogas, and the secret inner practices all rest on something simple yet unshakable. The preliminary practices, known in Tibetan as Ngondro. For newcomers, these practices may seem basic, even repetitive. They involve reciting prayers, making prostrations, chanting mantras, offering mandalas, visualizing, and expressing devotion to the teacher. Yet the masters insist, without Ngondro, all higher practices are like drawing a mandala on water it will not last. Ngondro purifies the obscurations, gathers the merit, and ripens the mind so that tantric methods can truly take root. It is said that Ngondro is both the beginning and the end of the Vajrayana path. Beginners undertake it to prepare for empowerment, and masters return to it throughout their lives to refresh their vows, cleanse their minds, and deepen their devotion. The outer and inner preliminaries in Ngondro is often divided into two categories: outer preliminaries and inner preliminaries. Outer preliminaries are contemplations that turn the mind toward Dharma, remind us why we practice at all. Inner preliminaries are actual practices, visualizations, and accumulations that purify and empower. Together, they redirect the stream of our life from worldly distraction to spiritual awakening. The four thoughts that turn the mind. The outer preliminaries are sometimes called the four thoughts that turn the mind to Dharma. These reflections are not abstract philosophy. They are sharp reminders, cutting through complacency and urging us toward practice. The precious human birth. To be born as a human with freedom, intelligence, and access to Dharma is considered more rare than a star appearing in daylight. We often take life for granted. But Ngondro reminds us, this human birth is like a jewel, precious, fragile, and not to be wasted. Impermanence and death, no matter how powerful, wealthy, or wise we are, death is certain. Its time is uncertain. Life is like a candle in the wind. Contemplating impermanence shakes us awake from the illusion of permanence. Karma, cause and effect. Every action leaves an imprint. Positive actions bring happiness. Negative actions bring suffering. Karma is not punishment, but the natural law of cause and effect. Reflecting on karma makes us mindful of each thought, word, and deed. The defects of samsara, even in the best circumstances, worldly existence is pervaded by suffering, birth, sickness, aging, death, loss, separation. Samsara is like a burning house. If we stay inside, we will burn. Only Dharma offers the way out. By contemplating these four, the practitioner's mind turns away from distraction and toward the path. The inner preliminaries, four pillars of transformation once the outer reflections have ripened the mind. The practitioner begins the inner Ngondro practices, often repeated 100,000 times each. They may seem immense, but each repetition carves away layers of obscuration, like water wearing through rock. Refuge and bodhicitta. The practitioner prostrates before the three jewels, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, while reciting refuge prayers. With each prostration, body, speech, and mind bow to the awakened state. Alongside refuge, one generates bodhicitta, the vow to awaken for the sake of all beings. Visualize before you an assembly of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and lineage masters. Recite, until enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. By the merit of practice, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Perform full body prostrations, stretching flat upon the ground, symbolizing surrender of ego and pride. It is said that with each prostration, eons of karma are purified. 100,000 prostrations is no small task, but each bow softens the heart, strengthens devotion, and anchors the practitioner in humility. Vajrasattva purification. Next comes purification through the 100-syllable mantra of Vajrasattva, the Buddha of purity. Visualize Vajrasattva, white and radiant, above your head. From his heart flows nectar of light, washing away negativities, obscurations, and karmic imprints. Recite the mantra often 100,000 times. This practice is said to cleanse even the darkest karmic seeds, preparing the mind for realization. Without purification, the seeds of delusion sprout endlessly. With Vajrasattva, the soil of mind becomes pure and fertile. Mandala offerings, the universe itself becomes an offering to the Buddhas. Using a mandala plate, grains of rice, or visualizations, practitioners symbolically offer mountains, rivers, continents, and heavens. Each offering accumulates merit. Each gesture loosens attachment. The mandala represents the entire cosmos, offered back to its source. 100,000 mandala offerings create vast stores of positive energy, which fuel realization. Guru Yoga. Finally, Guru Yoga unites the disciple's mind with the enlightened mind of the Guru. Visualize the Guru above your head, appearing as Padmasambhava, Vajradhara, or your own teacher. A site of supplication such as Lama Kayano Guru, think of me. Imagine streams of light and nectar flowing from the Guru into your body, purifying and blessing you. At the culmination, dissolve the Guru into light and merge that light into your own heart, realizing no separation. Guru Yoga is the heartbeat of Vajrayana. Through it, blessings flow, realization awakens, and devotion flowers. The power of accumulation. Why 100,000 repetitions? Because the mind is deeply conditioned. Habits of anger, greed, and delusion are etched into consciousness through lifetimes. To counter them requires not a few reflections, but repeated, embodied practice. Each prostration, each mantra, each offering chisels away ignorance, carving the diamond of awareness from the stone of delusion. Masters say, it is not the number that matters, but the sincerity. Yet, the number serves as discipline, ensuring the practice is thorough, like polishing a mirror until it shines. The inner alchemy of Ngondro. On the surface, Ngondro looks like ritual. Bowing, chanting, visualizing, but within, something deeper happens. Prostrations break down pride. Vajrasattva heals guilt and regret. Mandala offerings dissolve attachment to possessions. Guru Yoga melts duality into devotion. Together, these practices reshape the practitioner's mind from worldly orientation to Dharma orientation. What once was a self-centered identity becomes a vessel for bodhicitta. What once was a distracted mind becomes pliable and luminous. The stories of devotion. Throughout Tibetan history, great masters undertook Ngondro with immense perseverance. Some bowed until their bodies bled. Some recited mantras through nights of snow and hunger. They endured because they saw in Ngondro not a hurdle, but a gateway. One story tells of a student who complained to his master, "Why must I do 100,000 prostrations? Isn't it enough to understand the teachings?" The master replied, "If you want to pour nectar into a dirty cup, will it not become polluted? Clean the cup first, and only then can you taste the nectar." Ngondro is the cleaning of the cup, the purifying of the mind, the living relevance. In the modern world, practitioners may not live in monasteries or caves. They may work in offices, raise families, face deadlines and traffic, yet Ngondro remains relevant. Even a few prostrations in the morning, a daily Vajrasattva mantra, a simple mandala offering, or a heartfelt Guru Yoga can transform ordinary life into sacred practice. What matters is consistency, sincerity, and devotion. Ngondro is not just preparation, it is itself enlightenment in motion. Each bow, each mantra, each offering is the Buddha's activity manifesting through body, speech, and mind. Thus, in Ngondro, the preliminary practices are not optional steps, but the very ground of Vajrayana. They turn the mind from illusion to truth, purify obscurations, gather merit, and open the heart to blessings. They humble the body, cleanse the speech, and awaken the mind. Without Ngondro, the path of Vajrayana is like planting seeds on barren ground. Donked. With Ngondro, the soil is rich, the water abundant, the sunlight clear, and the seeds of enlightenment can flourish. As we complete these preliminaries, we stand ready to enter the mandala of Vajrayana more deeply. The next stage is the main practices, where visualization, mantra, mudra, and subtle body yogas unfold. Here the practitioner not only prays to Buddhas, but becomes the Buddha, revealing the luminous nature of mind itself.